Too bad they didn't get to hear those awesome sound effects.
I know. I was sound effectsing.
I know. Gotta find a browser.
What?
For some reason, I closed all our browsers.
Hmm.
So,
And now it's not showing up.
well, I'm gonna lose one of our viewers. They can't hear. I
Oh
don't want to
no.
listen to myself.
Yep, that's okay. I understand. I just muted it.
Oh, oh, to make it still look like we had somebody. That's too much for me to
No, just so
manage.
I can see what's up. And so I can moderate. Now we're lost. Yes. Oh, look it. I have a cool thing to sit on.
Little chair today.
Yep.
That is cool. So, I guess this is the official 50th stream of, this is what, our eighth episode of Pretending to Program.
Yep.
We had seven throughout the morning. If you were joining us, we had like the best of, the worst of, struggling with pretending to program. We had more struggling pretending to program. Well, pretending to live stream. Today's edition was pretending to live stream. And so
Yep.
there was a lot of struggling with that. And I think we finally got it. So
Yep.
happy Halloween, everyone, right?
Yep. Yeah, and we have
And
7 minutes left.
and we got 7 minutes left. Thanks, thanks there, Darcy, for pointing out how much time we got left on our live stream.
Well, we don't have our timer anymore.
We don't have our timer. The countdown to the stream ends now. Is that what we put it at the end?
Hmm.
So everybody can go
Yep.
about their day and
Yep.
finally enjoy their Halloween. Um,
Yes.
so, well, thank you for Grandma joining us.
Yeah,
um,
thank you, Grandma.
and Darcy is our shadow viewer for our first inaugural live stream. I couldn't stand it, so I actually closed it.
Yep.
It wasn't that good.
Nobody needs to know.
But so hopefully Animes looks favorably on our video and is like, man, these people have so much potential. We're going to give them a free subscription because they really
I
need
think
some
they might
help.
take away our free subscription.
They're going to
They're
take
like,
away our actual paid subscription. They're going to give us some money back and ban. They're like, what's those IPs again? Can you check on those IPs? But I do want to give a shout out to Animes. Um, over the last few weeks, we've been trying to get our live stream going, and Animes, we had some difficulty, not due to Animes' fault, but their support really was helpful, and we got it working
supportive.
again, obviously, because the Bears back. I had to take a leave, a little bit of PTO for a little while. I was an alien. Um, their
can,
product still worked, but it just didn't give me.
can you
But
take PTO when you haven't even started? Is that a thing?
well, if you're at one of those cool companies, like if you PTO on your first day, yes, I do believe some people have taken PTO in the first days before they even start. So they're like official start date is such and such, and then they're off for a week. I've heard that happen once or twice, but it was for legitimate, well, supposedly legitimate reasons, but I'd imagine it
Yeah,
was real reasons.
I think so too. I have also
Yeah,
heard of that.
because I mean
But
that's
seeing
a.
as
Oh, go ahead.
I was just thinking, since the live stream is what might be considered uh,
You try to choose your correct words. It's hard. It's
it
hard.
is a personal business, private business, and then I was thinking maybe it's not PTO. It's just
Ah, it's just TO.
yeah.
Time off. You gotta
Yeah.
remove the P. Or
Yeah.
it's just your time. It's not even
Yeah.
personal time. It's just normal your
It's
time.
just time.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
time.
tea.
So we are gonna probably list this as our actual what we're about, because this is really what you're going to get. We will have some programming things and some crypto-like things talking about blockchain and NFTs and all the cool words all the cool kids want to use. It won't be an investing channel at all.
No.
I'll tell you which ones I like, but we'll talk more about the projects themselves and what they're doing rather than their financial gain possibilities. You guys will have to. There's a lot of other good people that do that, and I'll throw out the other YouTube streams that I like to watch for getting information on those types of things, investing, playing, gambling, I guess would be a form of, it's not really gambling, but it is in some ways, depending on which ones that you invest in. The ones that aren't as legitimate would be the more gambly style ones. But um, what else? So we'll talk about DevOps. Yeah, Azure
Hmm.
DevOps. We'll mostly focus on the Microsoft stack because that's where most of our experience is from. Uh, we'll
Yep.
be building a project out. We plan on going over that over the next few weeks, the design uh, that we have that we're thinking of, and then it'll allow us to explore a lot of Business Central where we can connect to the different Azure services, different API endpoints, playing with how to record data in Business Central and integrate it with what's already there as far as the standard system. We'll look at some Visual Studio, VS Code extensions and how to use those. We'll definitely focus mainly on Business Central, but then um, we want to take questions during the stream. So, or like in the week before the stream, we'd also like to have you guys, if anybody's listening or has questions about how to do things, we'll try our best to address those live and try to interact with people as much as possible. Uh, it's kind of hard with coding because sometimes, like, if you're like, oh, hey, can you give me an example real quick to how to connect to PayPal's API or something? That might take a minute, and it would be something that we'd probably have to prepare a little bit of stub code for and make sure that we can connect things up. We might go look at the API endpoints and kind of talk about how you would connect to that. That would be something we'd be able to do live on the stream. But, just on the fly, connecting to things that are kind of complicated or could be complicated probably isn't going to happen. Is there anything else I left out?
Um, no, I think that covers it pretty good.
Let's
We want to we we're going to be using this time to learn as well. You know, it's not always going to be stuff that we already know. It'll be issues and problems that we're going to be working out too. So,
Yeah,
I think um having people ask questions is huge, and then at the same time if somebody has a solution or an idea that's better than something we've presented, we would love to hear that too.
yep, exactly. If there's a better way to do things, anything
Yep.
like that. Any ways to improve so that the community knowledge gets better and we don't have people doing bad practices or not necessarily bad practices, but taking advantage of maybe a better way of doing it.
Mhm.
Because there's always a few different ways to build the same thing. And so, oh no, we're out of time. Does it just
Oh
end
no.
at 10? Do we get cut off? Is that like our
Do
allotment of time?
I cue the outro.
I was thinking too, as you were talking, as you were talking, I was thinking, we had it,
Now
we're
it's
sitting
time to
there
stop.
talking about, no, 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 not. It was, we're talking about how we're going to work in the Microsoft stack, and we have a page just on Google the whole time. So I came over to DevOps. This is a little bit more appropriate um, for our channel, but that is kind of
Hey.
funny. It's like a running joke that you kind of see at a lot of the conferences, the Microsoft Directions and Summit, EMA or whatever. Um, that it's not that Microsoft's Internet Explorer isn't good, and it's not that Edge isn't good. It's just people tend to favor Chrome. And it's funny when everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we're supposed to be using Internet Explorer here," and it's not even Microsoft even says you're supposed to. It's just because it's more appropriate. It's just kind of funny. So, but we have no biases. We'll use whatever's appropriate for the need, I guess, the request.
Mhm.
But we will be building things. One thing that I do want to say is we'll be building things in Business Central intentionally, even though that may not be the best spot to build certain things. And that's because we'd want to explore what Business Central can do. So if you think to yourselves, oh man, that would make so much more sense building it as a standalone, C sharp project or something. Um, then that absolutely could be possible. And it's probably accurate that it would be better somewhere else. But the point is to try to use Business Central to do things that maybe you wouldn't think of using, or to see how it does on those certain tasks. Maybe we would think it doesn't do good, and then we discover later that, oh, yeah, that was actually pretty decent to have that done in there. So, but we'll be intentionally building things inside of Business Central, even though there's probably other better places to do. Um, Part of that has to do with licensing too. We can't pay for every license under the sun. So we put our money into a Business Central SaaS license, and that's right now what we got. And
Yep.
so Microsoft ends up listening to us and wants to donate to our channel. We'll definitely take donations from Microsoft. That
Yep.
is one vendor that we will allow to accept donations from. Because if they want to give us any Azure credits or if they want to help us out in any way, we'd be more than happy. A CDX environment would be nice. A couple extra licenses for Business Central would be nice. We'll still pay for the one subscription,
I
but
like that this first video is turning into a
the sales pitch.
please.
Please give to us. I don't want. I just don't want them to feel like we would turn down handouts.
Yeah, I don't think anybody watching this for the last 5 minutes would ever think.
Yeah,
They're like, these don't seem like the kind of folks that would
but
not want that. No.
we will. Part of the thing that I was like that I had been thinking about with Darcy, that
We didn't
it.
introduce ourselves.
Oh, aren't you Darcy?
Yeah. No,
I'm
I just
Jeff.
realized.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
we're Business
that's for our
Central
first.
developers.
Wait. Hold on. That's for our first real stream. This is our intro
Oh,
stream, and then
this
we'll
is for Grandma.
introduce. This is for Grandma. Yeah, I guess so, but she already knows who we are,
She
so
knows
that's
who
why
we are.
we don't have to introduce ourselves, but for our one viewer, and then I guess the other people that'll probably watch it would know who we are too. So,
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, I'm Jeff.
I'm Darcy.
Yep. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this is Darcy, but
No, just looking
so
at me works.
looking at you. Oh yeah,
Yep.
now it looks like I'm looking at the sky and leaning. I gotta move that a little bit to the other side. Let me adjust this. We're talking about it. How can I grab it? Ooh, that didn't work. Oh, not at all. I don't know how to do
Now
that.
we're looking
I'll
at
do it
each
later.
other.
Ooh, maybe look down a little bit. But so part of where I was going with that a second ago was part of the thing that I think Darcy and I are trying to do on this channel is also to show what can be done for free, and it's not um, that if you're using things to make money that you should get everything for free. It's a lot of times to learn stuff as a developer, it's hard to do and learn things without paying. And I guess that's part of it, right? And
Yep.
so we'll explore where those costs come, what they are when they do come up. Um, and I think they're all appropriate. Very seldom do we ever say, "Ew, that's like pretty pricey," because people have spent a lot of time building the software, so they should charge for it. So, um, but VS Code's free, and it is free to use your brain and search the internet. So those things, and Azure DevOps is free. So if nothing else, we can pretend to write code that we can't test and put it into DevOps and use it that way. We won't be using Docker. We'll definitely our focus will be on the SaaS model, um, because or we won't be using on-prem and Docker because if you can build it in SaaS, usually it'll work on-prem, and that way. Also, there's licensing restrictions and things that would cost us a lot more to be able to do it on that side because we're not a partner or anything. We're just bearing an eggplant trying to get by in life.
Yep.
So, I don't think there's anything else.
Nope, that feels pretty good.
Oh, and if we do anything that we're not supposed to do, please don't sue us.
Oh yeah. Disclaimer.
That's our disclaimer. We did pay for our intro and outro licensing music, and we pay for all our subscriptions. So, but yeah. If there's anything that you would like to see coming up, please message us. Oh, yeah, we have a website with all the great stuff. Pretendingtoprogram.tech. Um, we had our first live stream today. We'll be posting our upcoming events, obviously, in the upcoming events section.
Hmm.
And
And that's
if
a
you
real
want,
picture of us.
wasn't that from last week? Yeah, that was last week. It was a
Yeah.
little snowy out. It was already starting to snow here. Didn't you come up to Michigan?
Yeah, right.
It was a little cold. But so if you want to find us, you can find us on any of these spots and more. These are the only ones that the Auto Creator website allows you to do. And then you can sign up to receive emails. And we're going to actually integrate this with Business Central. So we'll do that
Ooh,
integration.
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. That'll be exciting. And the plan would be to actually integrate the rest of these little places, social media outlets. We'd love to see Minds show up on here. That'd be nice. But
Hmm.
I guess until then. You got anything else?
Nope. Nope. I'm excited to get into some code. Into doing some codes.
To doing some codes.
Yep. Doing codes and stuff. I'm in.
Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, thanks, Grandma.
That's everybody.